people think, oh, you go to community college because, you didn't have the work ethic to, get to university. So what I do is I take the time and I, like I said, make a 40-minute short film, essentially by myself. So that when people try to criticize that, oh, you gave up after high school, I show them, here's something that I could have never done in high school, and that I also probably couldn't have done at a university.
Throughout the past few years, the number of students attending college has gone up drastically. It can all be traced back to a growing philosophy that success only comes from attending college. Furthermore, many believe that these colleges must be among the most prestigious and the most expensive in the country. This has resulted in the rise of student debt to unheard of levels.
Students may not necessarily consider finances and the family's financial situation when they're looking at their colleges. They're looking at fit, they're looking at programs, and letting the finances kind of be a secondary or tertiary criteria for them, which means they're going to be borrowing extensively through alternative loan programs or private loan programs. And that's where the problem is. Based on first year out of college income, you're looking at quite a significant debt to income ratio that may impact a student's ability to get a mortgage, may impact their ability to get a car loan, or to get a good interest rate on a car loan.
Many spend their entire lives trying to repay this crippling debt, wondering if it was worth it in the first place to accumulate it. We believe it is not, because there is another viable option to attending top expensive schools that is leading to success for many students without the debt destroying their finances. This option? Community colleges.
I decided to pursue community college because just taking a look at everything I had lined out for me, my mom said that she would support me fully as long as I was getting an education. And I also wanted to pursue art more than I wanted to pursue education specifically. And I knew that if I tried to go to a university outside of Nevada, I would have to fully put myself into my classes and my academics and maybe even work to support myself. And here in Las Vegas, I wouldn't have to worry about really any of that stuff. So that's why I decided that community college was just better for me in the state that I was in at the time. I think the current rise of tuition that a lot of universities across America are seeing is it'll kind of be a wake-up call for a lot of students who think that the necessary next step after high school is to go to a university and think that they have to go there to be prepared for what they want to do. A lot of people might say, well, I can't afford a university, let me try out a community college. And then once they're out of community college, they realize that a community college for far less money per credit will give them the same classes that they need and same kind of experience that they need to be experienced.
I chose to go to community college to save money and to explore my career options for the future because I'm not too sure of what I wanted to do with my life. Community colleges make the most out of what they're given with the resources that they have. They don't have as much access to money and resources as a four-year institution would, so they're able to efficiently spread it across their departments and their faculty and all their programs. They do that pretty well. They like to focus on making sure students transfer to a good school that they want to continue on, and they try to make sure that you get into it and you get scholarships and you get financial aid and all that stuff.
Many people view community colleges as inferior to big universities. Some of these same people went even further when former President Barack Obama began pushing for larger community college attendance. One such critic claimed that Obama was trying to bribe students into attending these so-called inferior colleges with free tuition. However, recent employment statistics demonstrate that the rates of employment between those with associate's degrees from community college and bachelor's degrees from prestigious universities are very similar. With the main goal of college to be getting a well-paying job, how are community colleges inferior to prestigious universities when they still get the job done?
I think the biggest misconception that people have about community college is that it's kind of for dumb people who don't really have a guide in their life or who don't really have any aspirations. It's actually my aspirations that made me go to community college, so I wouldn't have to be devoting my life to certain aspects of the university that I don't think will one day assist me in making films.
While many colleges tout their ability to give financial aid and the government claims their FAFSA is making it easier than ever to attend the colleges students want, it is not true. Recently, George Washington University revealed that they waitlist students who would normally be accepted simply because they don't want to give them the financial aid they need to attend. To combat this, many students are attending community colleges, which have little to no tuition, and either transfer to a university later and only pay for 2 years of university-based tuition instead of 4 years, or finish their education at the associate's degree level. These same students are seeing similar results in terms of their economic prospects after college, but without the crippling debt. The stigma that community college is bad is false, and in all honesty, is a much better solution for many American families rather than paying the tuition of prestigious universities, who only care about the money they bring in every year.
At the end of the day, math is math, history is history. I'm just learning the same thing that someone else would be learning at a different university. 2 plus 2 is still 4 at OCC, and the same it is at UCI or Harvard or Notre Dame or Duke or something like that.